Hi, in this video I'm going to show a practical use of Vim macros. I have this ACPI table file. This is a DSTT table taken from the EDK2 platforms repository. You can see this file in the uh, Tianaco's EDK2 platforms GitHub repository. So this is basically a DSTT table for a platform called RDN2. Um, so what I wanted to do with this file is to remove the low power idle capabilities, LPI capabilities for all the cluster and CPU for an experiment, right? So these are the methods for indicating to the OS that this particular platform has LPA capabilities, and we are basically telling both the cluster and the core has the LPA capabilities. So these entries will be repeated for all the cluster and cores. So this particular platform seems to have a total of 16 clusters, and each cluster seems to have one core each. So basically, 16 clusters and 16 cores. So which means that this method is going to repeated two times for cluster and core combo. So that will be 32 entries. So I just simply wanted to remove these entries, right, using Vim. So let me jump to that location. Uh, so I have opened this file in Vim. So as you can see, as I showed in the previous screen, these are the LPA entries. The simplest method to do this in the Vim is to, if you are in normal mode, press Shift V, which will put in a visual line mode, and then you can select the three lines and then press D. Right, that's going to delete all the three lines, and we can come down to the next entry, select these three lines, and then remove this, and again go to the next occurrence, select these three lines and remove. So this is a pattern actually which you can notice. Another easiest method is to search for this particular pattern underscore LPI. So that's going to put your cursor in the next search hit, and then we can simply select and then delete. So go to the next and then select these three lines and then delete, right? So this is again a pattern of things, and then so here there are 32 entries, but if you have, let's say, 100 or 200 entries, this is going to take some time. What I wanted to do is to automate these steps, which can be easily done with the Vim macros, right? So we saw a pattern here. It's just simply search for underscore LPI, select the three lines, and then delete. So what I'm going to do is that record this particular steps as a macro into a Vim register, right? So to trigger a macro, we can trigger the recording of the macro by pressing Q followed by name of the register. In my case, I'm going to use W as the register to record this macro. Right. Once you start the recording, you can see at the status bar that Vim is indicating that we are recording this macro into the register W, right? Um, so I'm going to repeat the pattern which I told before. So search for LPI, right? That's going to put the cursor in this hit. Uh, Go into visual line mode, select the three lines, and press T. That's going to delete the three lines, right? And that's it. So we just have recorded the first macro, and once the recording is done, you can press Q to end the recording of the macro, right? Now I just wanted to repeat this action over the entire file, right? So if you want to replay the recording of the macro, you can trigger the same by pressing at followed by at followed by the let me put back here, at followed by the register name which we use for the recording, right? So at W. So you can see the next occurrence of the LPA entries has been removed. I'm going to repeat the same, so right. And you can you don't have to repeat at W every time, so you can simply press at. So that's going to replay the last used macro. So at it's going to replay the last record macro, right? So if you want to repeat it for n number of times, you can do the same. Let's say I want to repeat this macro for 10 times. What I can do is that press 10 followed by the macro. So you can see we were in cluster 2 on something, and now we have reached till cluster 7. And you can go to the exceeding number as well. If you want to, if you are not sure like how many times you want to repeat this macro, you can simply say repeat this macro for 100 times, right? So it has removed all the entries, and once all the entries has been removed, you can see that it's saying that the pattern is not found, right? Let me go back. Let me put back these entries. Let me jump to that location, right? So this is one of the use case of Vim macro. Another use case is that you can also put some characters in the insert mode and then repeat the same. For example, I just simply don't want to remove uh, these 3 lines. Instead, I just want to disable it while compiling. So we can simply do that by so again search for the LPA entry. Uh, Press capital O. So that's going to put me in the insert mode, and then one line above. So I'm in the insert mode now. So I'm just going to say hash of 0. So that's going to disable the entire block of the code and come back to the normal way by pressing escape. Scroll 3 lines down and then press O again. So that's going to, this is small o, that's going to put the cursor in the next line, and then again I'm in the insert mode, and then I'm entering hash endf. So this is going to disable these 3 lines um, while compiling. So this part of this chunk of the code won't be compiled, right? So this also you can record it as a macro. So same thing. So I'm just put my cursor in the random position. This time I'm going to record in a different register, right? So we have all the characters, so you can record the macro in any one of the register, right? So I'm going to trigger the macro by pressing Q followed by the name of the register where I want to record. In my case, I'm going to use A. So QA to trigger the macro. You can see from the status bar that we are recording the macro. All right. So I'm going to search for LPA underscore LPA. So that's going to put my cursor in this position. Now press capital O. Put me in the insert mode. I'm going to and insert hash of 0 and go back to normal, jump 3 lines down, right? So I can do 3J, so that's going to put my cursor 3 lines down, press O and hash endf, right? So this we have recorded, so it's still recording. You can stop the recording by pressing Q, right? The recording has stopped. I'm going to replay the macro recording, so that let's see if in the line 147 to 149 is being disabled, right? So to replay the recording again, at followed by the name of the macro in which we recorded. So in our case it's A, so at A, right? So you can see this has been uh, you know this particular block of the code has been disabled. Now again I can repeat for 30 times, 30 at A. So you can see all of the LPA entries has been disabled. Yeah, that's pretty much it I wanted to show in this video. Let me know if this video is useful. I'll come up with another Vim tips in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.